Stacy here from Stacy Start Stuff. Let's make one of my family's favorite holiday appetizers. We call it the Christmas wreath, even though it's not actually a wreath anymore. You're going to need 2 round pans, or you can actually make this in any shape that you want. You just need 2 of the same size pan. One is going to be covered in foil and one is going to be used to cook the actual crescent rolls on. Next, you're going to have cream cheese that's already softened, and you're going to put it in a bowl. You're going to add your salsa, actually to taste or to look. It's going to have a consistency that's thick and spreadable. Once that's mixed, you're just going to set it off to the side. Next, you'll need a piece of regular sewing thread, just enough to wrap around the crescent roll to cut it. I always do this next part directly on my counter, so I Clorox wipe it, and then once it's dry, I add some flour so nothing sticks. Then you're going to take the first of the 2 crescent rolls. You're going to unroll it and then re-roll it tighter. And you're going to keep rolling it in the same direction until all those coils get tight on themselves. Ideally, you're going to want it to probably double in length. And you want to make sure that you squish the ends in so it's all kind of even. Now here's where the string comes in. You want to take the string, wrap it around underneath the crescent roll, and then crisscross it. And that's going to actually cut the crescent roll. That way you don't have to use a knife and squish it. You'll do both cans of crescent rolls this way, and it does seem a little bit tedious, but you actually get into a rhythm and it's not bad. You're going to try to make them even and all the same thickness, but don't worry if you get some that are too thin and some that are too thick. You can always squish them together or flatten them out and they'll be fine. Once you get all your discs cut, then you can arrange them on the pan. This is where you can get creative. We originally had ours in the shape of a wreath. If the wreath is what you want, then you just put a small plate in the middle of the pan and arrange your discs around it. And then remove the plate and that will give you the void. And then you can continue to make your circles all the way around. My family decided that we didn't want to lose that real estate. And so we fill ours in and we make it kind of a Christmas bulb or like an ornament. Whatever shape you decide, just cook it at 350 until it's golden brown, which usually takes about 10 minutes. Then you'll flip it onto the other pan so the bumpy side is down. While it's still warm, just kind of press down and flatten it out. This is made to pull apart in pieces, so it's okay if it breaks a little bit. While that's cooling, dice your tomatoes and your avocados. Once it's cooled, you're going to take your cream cheese salsa. You're going to spread it over the top in a nice even layer, and it's going to look a little bit like this. Now it's time for the tomatoes, which you're going to spread evenly across the top. You're going to do the same thing for the avocados until it's green and red. Next, you're going to drain your olives and add those along with the cheese. It should end up looking like this. I've lost my shape, but that's okay. We don't mind. You can see now why it would look stunning as an actual wreath. Remember, if you're not following, to go ahead and follow and push all the buttons from the bottom to the top.